play, eating and exercise, independence and dependence. What do all these things have in common? Each are two sides of the same coin. You work to earn, which provides you with time and opportunity for leisure. Exercise allows you to eat all the glorious and delicious food and remain healthy. And independence gives you a sense of autonomy, while dependence, a sense of belonging. One cannot exist without the other, or rather, one is out of balance without the other. So I ask you again, what do all these things have in common? Equilibrium, a state of balance. Let's take the example of my mom and dad. My mom, extremely overprotective, wouldn't let me go one floor below without an adult. And then my dad doesn't care wherever, however, with whomever I go out with, as long as I'm back, safe and sound. Their parenting styles are two ends of the spectrum, but put together, create an equilibrium. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Discovering your equilibrium point is what I, Ananya Suresh Kumar, am here to help you accomplish. Do you guys recognize this person? Any idea who he is? That's right. This is Tom Holland, one of the most well-respected, talented, and popular actors of this generation. Best known for his role as Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he's a super funny and charismatic guy and has a gorgeous fiancée that we all love. But what you don't know about him is that he trained extensively in ballet, gymnastics, and tap for 2 years before acting in plays. He really has it all, doesn't he? His balanced approach to all aspects of life is something we all aspire to have. Interestingly, he and I share one thing in common: ballet. I've been trained in ballet since the age of 3, and it's one of my greatest passions. While I am well versed in other forms of dance, ballet holds a special place in my heart. It has shaped me in so many ways and molded me to become the person that I am today. Now, I'm aware that ballet may not be as well known in this region. And while most of you may recognize it, you may not be familiar with the intricacies of it. So today, why don't we start by exploring the basics? One of the first things you learn in ballet is how to point your feet. After that, you are taught the essential skill of balancing on one foot. Once you are able to engage yourself, ground your core, and have mastered this state of equilibrium, you've unlocked the ability to execute nearly 60% of ballet's foundational movements. Looks somewhat easy, right? Now the challenge comes in. In enters point shoes. Now you have to do all this wearing this wooden shoe on your foot and balance on your toes. It just got a lot harder, didn't it? No matter how long you've been learning ballet for, when you put on this shoe for the first time, you suddenly go from this to this. Well, welcome to life. The slightest unfamiliarity or change can put you in a disequilibrium. And ironically, change is the only constant in life. We all face moments of imbalance, whether it's moving to a new city, starting a new job, or facing a personal challenge. In ballet, these point shoes represent all the obstacles that we face along the way. Now, as teenagers, we reached a point of stability. We balance our studies, spend time with family and friends, engage in extracurriculars, and pursue all our hobbies. We follow a steady pace until it's time to make some important decisions. What career path do I choose? What course do I study? Which university? Which country? How will we handle all the costs? And the list goes on and on. Once we are able to navigate this phase and settle into a new routine, things we'll go steady for a while again. But life has a way of throwing us off balance. It's an ongoing cycle. Happiness and perfection are not an end state. They are things you constantly work towards. And often, the process of working towards them can be just as rewarding as achieving them. So, when you are thrown off balance, how do you regain your equilibrium point? Number one, acknowledge your feelings. It's important to acknowledge your feelings about change, even if they are negative. Don't bottle them up or pretend they don't exist, because eventually, reality will hit. And when it does, you won't be able to handle the overwhelmingness. Talking to someone you trust, whether a family or friend, can help you process and understand these emotions. Number two, positivity. Think solely on the positive aspects of change, even if they are small. If you're going off to university, think about the fact that you'll finally be studying specialized subjects of your interests. Think about the new friends and the fresh start you'll have. And look at the negatives as a lesson to be learned. Number three, be patient and set goals. Adjustments cannot happen overnight. You cannot expect it to or force it to either. Focus on getting through one day at a time so as to not get overwhelmed. Make a schedule or set targets of where you see yourself in the next few months. This will give you clarity on what you have to work towards, how to achieve it, and it'll motivate you with a sense of purpose. In ballet, these can be translated to the 3 P's: patience, precision, and practice. Don't get frustrated or lose your cool when you're not getting the step. Pause and return to the basics. Think about all the elements that go into executing that one step and try again. You learn something each and every time you try, and that will make you more stronger and confident. So keep trying. Now, when I'm in that studio, dressed in my leotard, skirt, hair up in a bun, and ballet shoes on, the world fades away. The sky could be raining fire, water turning to dust, and it won't affect me. In that studio, I am not a student. I am not a daughter. I am not a friend. None of my commitments follow me there. I am a ballerina, period. So I ask you, what is your point shoe? What is the thing in life that throws you off balance? Identify it and imagine yourself standing perfectly balanced on one foot. You are strong. You are graceful. You are in control. That is the feeling of equilibrium. Thank you.